Hey guys, so we're going to do the first step in setting up your docking station and monitor stands. This is your monitor stand, and this is the box that it comes in. We are going to hold these two tabs, lay it flat, open the box, and the first thing you see is your instruction manual. Highly recommend that you take a look at it before you start building and use this video as a reference to assist you in the process, okay? Put this aside. We have two monitor arms or brackets, monitor brackets. We'll put those aside, we're not going to use those now. We have our arm ring, I'm going to put it down. We have our cable guide, put it down. We have a set of hand screws that we're going to use. We'll show you what those are for in a second. We have the screws that we're going to use to join the monitor to the clamps. And we have a little Allen wrench with three Allen wrench screws. And I'll show you how to use those in a second, okay? We have one monitor arm, second monitor arm. We have the tube that carries everything, and underneath is the base. So let's lay everything out, get our box out of the way. Okay, and we'll come around. So let's open up our tool and very carefully extract those Allen screws. They're very tiny, they go flying off, you'll have a hard time finding them, okay? Great. I'm gonna put the other screws aside. We're gonna take our base, we're gonna take our rod, and you see that it's threaded. The thread goes in here. And keep twisting. And at some point, you want to put a little bit of tightness in there so that it doesn't move. Okay? You're now going to move on to the screws. You see the two screw holes here? We're going to put them in now. Take your Allen wrench, take one of your screws, put the Allen wrench in, and you can start screwing these in here, like so. If it doesn't come in properly the first time, take it out. And as you see how I stripped it, that is quite all right. We only need one of these to work. So let's try the other side, which might be better threaded. Okay. Perfect. Next, we're going to put in the cable guide. Let me get that other hole shot. Again, I'm only using one in the base, but let me see if I can put a second one in the base. Yeah, sometimes the quality control on these threads is not the best. And in this particular case, yeah, this particular case is just badly threaded. So just focus on one, and we'll put this down. So once you put the cable guide, give yourself about maybe 2 to 3 inches from the bottom. We're going to grab our arm ring, and we're going to put that in. We're going to get about 3 to 4 inches from the top. Take your screw, put it through there, and you want to tighten this pretty tight because this is what's going to hold the arms up, the monitor arms up, okay? Take one monitor arm, slide it in. Second monitor arm, flip it upside down, wrap it in, and now you're left with these two holes, 1 and 2. And we are going to use these arms, screws to tighten them. Okay, and they're gonna go in all the way through to the other side, and you can start squeezing it. Okay, you want them tight so that it doesn't move around easily, like so. So not too tight, but tight enough that they don't move around easily. Okay, that's pretty tight, and you can always tighten these more as desired. So now we are going to show you in the next video or the next section how to join the monitor clamp to the arms. Thank you. So once you're done with putting the bracket on the monitor, you can put the extra pieces back, and you can either keep this box for when you return back to work, or you can let it go. These monitors were purchased to be used with the stands, so there's not much value. Make sure to save this bag. We're gonna use this at the end, okay? So we're gonna go to bracket number 2. Thank you. Okay, so we're just gonna screw them on the outside. Make sure they're tight, but don't go crazy because it is plastic. Again, the important part is that the angle of this bracket is up, because what's gonna happen is when we put it on the arm, you can adjust this way. If you put it upside down, then it'll be like this, which is not good. Okay, so we'll stop that and we'll do it on the other monitor, and then we'll continue. So now that we've done the 2 monitors, we can now join them to the stand. So the easiest way is to take both monitors, put them side by side. We're going to take our stand and we're going to take our knobs and our washers and get them ready. We are going to lay down the arms. You notice that the arms have rails. We are going to use this screw and screw it through there. It can also help if you loosen this a little bit. You see how they fit in better, giving you more clearance to put the screw in. So we put screw, we put the thumb screw in. You want to make sure that this is pretty tight, and then right before it starts getting tight, move it to the outside. Maybe leave yourself half an inch from the edge and tighten. Okay, don't tighten too much, otherwise it'll lift this side away. We're gonna do this side. And before it gets too tight, move it away 1/4 inch. Half an inch, 1/4 inch. And tighten. And when it feels tight, lift up carefully. And now you can arrange to your preference. And adjust when you're ready to go. Okay? And that is the basic installation of the monitors on the stand. Next, we're going to put in the power cable and the video cables, and then join it to the docking station. Thank you. So let's get the power and data cables. Power cable. This is a HDMI cable. We are not going to use this. You can keep this for your house or bring it back to us, either way. This is the cable that we want. This is the DVI cable, or DisplayPort cable, excuse me, DisplayPort cable. Okay, one end's gonna go to the monitor, the other end's gonna go to the docking station. We're going to do this twice. You can keep your zip tie if you want to use it to make it look neater, but power cable. This end goes to the monitor. This one goes to the wall, or your power strip, ideally your power strip, if you have one. Okay, so I'm gonna do it on one, and then we'll do it on the other. Power is on the right-hand side of the screen, right there. DisplayPort goes where it says, let's see, I can barely read it. Okay, all the way to the left. I think, yeah. DisplayPort in, all the way to the left, with the clip facing out. Clip facing out. Take your cables, bring them around, and put them in the wire guide. And you have done one side. Okay? Now we rinse and repeat. We have data, power. Remember, power on the right, data display port all the way to the left. Clip facing out. Grab your cables, bring it to the guide, and now you're ready. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, so next we're going to connect the docking station to the monitors, okay? First thing is take your knife, open the box. You have a power cord. You have a power block. Instructions. Strongly suggest you read them. The dock. And last but not least, underneath the box, the most important part, the USB-C cable that will connect the laptop to the docking station. Okay. Get this out of the way. And we have power. Clip on, going to the back of the power block. Power goes into the only place where it will fit, right here. Okay. And let's loosen this up so that it gets out of the way. Put this one in here. Okay. Next is the most important part. Is where does this cable go? Because there is more than one place to hook it. Does it go here? No. It goes in the back, in the hole that has a computer drawing on it. That is where you have to plug it in. Otherwise it will not work. So it doesn't matter which way you put it, it just has to go in that slot that has a little computer drawing on it. Okay, so now this is going to come out here for the laptop. Let's get the video set up. Come around. So when we did the monitors, you should be left with two power plugs. Obviously they go to your power, and you're left with two DisplayPort cables. Okay, and you're gonna put those in the back of the dock. You have one DisplayPort here and one DisplayPort here. Okay, now we are ready to connect our laptop. But let me get everything plugged into the power so we can see, okay? Once we power everything up, we'll put the laptop and I'll show you how to use the docking station with the laptop. Next is we're gonna get our keyboard and mouse. I'm gonna open it up. And you have a Logitech keyboard. Take it out of the wrapper. These come with batteries. Okay, but the batteries won't activate until you take this out. So put your finger on the cover and pull this out gently. Flip it over. And then there's a power switch right here, and it's already on. I want to make sure that that is on, okay? Keyboard. The mouse has a battery in it as well. Hold the cover, pull this out gently, make sure that it is on. Okay? It has a little bit of plastic, you can take it out if you want. Okay, and then the most important part is the dongle. The dongle is right here. This dongle can go on the front of the docking station, or if you want to use it with your laptop with your mouse, you always keep it with the laptop. So in this case, Cindy has one, we'll move it out, we'll replace it with ours. Okay, and that is how you deploy your keyboard and mouse. Make sure again that the strips are out and everything is turned on. And now we're going to connect the USB-C cable to our laptop. You see it right there. Okay, you'll see a light turn on. That means that the computer is charging. So now what? You have a couple of choices on how you can turn the computer on, or the monitors on the docking station. First thing is you want to make sure that our monitors are turned on. The power button for these monitors are behind the unit, right here. You want to push those in. Do the same thing with the other one. And now, if you look at the screen, it says that there's no HDMI signal. So we have to change the input to DisplayPort. And you do that by pressing in, pressing to the left, and pressing in again, and selecting DisplayPort. On the back, push in, left, in, up, in. And now both monitors are looking for a signal on the correct cable that we installed. On the docking station, there's this button here. If you press it, that should make your computer wake up, and you should see it on the screen. So you don't even have to open the laptop to get this to kick in. However, you can also open the laptop and turn it on while connected to the dock, and what that will do, so will give you a third screen, your laptop screen and the two monitors. So now we're here, and we have the computer ready to go. When you're done for the day, you can always just pull the plug and go. That will put your computer to sleep. And if you have any questions, as always, reach out to IT support, and we will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you.